What's up, my comic comrades? DC and Marvel have done several crossover stories over the years, like DC vs. Marvel and JLA Avengers. But did you know, in the JLA Avengers comic, Darkseid managed to get his hands on the Infinity Gauntlet. But how did he get it, and what happened when he got it? Well, that's what we're going to find out today. We also want to thank Origin PC for sponsoring today's episode. As we told you guys last week, we started using several of Origin's custom PCs here in the studio, and they're freaking amazing. They have made life so much easier when it comes to our post-production work. But Origin PCs are also perfect for gaming. With an Origin PC, you can immerse yourself in your favorite games powered by GeForce RTX. The revolutionary RTX platform maximizes your performance and visual fidelity on PC with real-time ray tracing and super powerful AI processing. And for a limited time, get Call of Duty Modern Warfare on PC with a purchase of an Origin PC powered by a GeForce RTX 20 series graphics card. You can learn more about that bundle and customize your own Origin PC with GeForce RTX by clicking the link in the description. You'll be glad you did. Now let's see how Darkseid got his hand on one of the most powerful weapons in comics. As I mentioned, it all went down in the JLA Avengers comic, issue 2 to be exact. But first, let's look at how we got there. Basically, the synopsis of this 4-issue miniseries is Krona, an exiled Owen villain from the DC universe, starts traveling across the multiverse, destroying universes in his quest and obsession to find out how they were created. He's basically looking for the truth of creation. Aren't we all? This inevitably leads to him meeting the Grand Master, who most people are familiar with now as he was played by Jeff Goldblum in Thor Ragnarok. Anyway, Grand Master is an alien who's obsessed with games, and wanting to save his universe, the Marvel Universe, he's like, yo, chill out, man. I have the answers you seek, so let's play a game for it. The game consists of forcing the Avengers and the Justice League to battle each other in a race to find 12 extremely powerful items, 6 from each universe, hidden across both worlds. The Justice League of America are playing for the Grandmaster, and the Avengers are playing for Krona. If the Justice League wins, Krona has to spare the Marvel Universe. But if the Avengers win, the Marvel Universe will be destroyed. Which is weird, I know, that's part of the twist. Now at this point, you might be wondering, what are the 12 items that have been hidden within the Marvel Universe and DC Universe? Well, from the DC Universe, you have the Spear of Destiny, the Book of Eternity, the Orb of Ra, the Medusa Mask, the Bell, the Jar, and the Wheel of the Demons 3, and the Green Lantern Power Battery of Kyle Rayner. From the Marvel Universe, you have the Ultimate Nullifier, the Evil Eye of Avalon, the Wand of Watum, the Casket of Ancient Winters, the Cosmic Cube, and the Infinity Gauntlet. But of course, the world's greatest detective and Captain America eventually discover this was all a game. And when they do, Captain America allows the game to end with the JLA winning. But of course, Krona isn't going to be like, well, I guess I'll just go on my merry way. No. Instead, he uses his powers to steal the information directly from the Grandmaster's mind. Grandmaster's like, oh yeah? Well, I'm going to use my power of the 12 artifacts to merge the two universes, which traps Krona at the center. This leads Krona to start collapsing the universes, since he now knows the universal creation comes from destruction, and that the Justice League and the Avengers have to join forces to stop him. So now that you know what the book is about, it will make sense when I start talking about Darkseid having the Infinity Gauntlet. Basically what happens in the middle of issue 2, Thor, Flash, Firestorm, Quicksilver, and Hawkeye go over to Apocalypse, and Darkseid says, you have invaded my domain, bested my parademons, abused my personal guard, and for what? Raising his fist saying, for this? Oh, snap! Hawkeye then says, dear sweet God in heaven, that's the Infinity Gauntlet. And this guy, he looks worse than Thanos, if that's even possible. He can reorder time, space, and reality. Man, of all the times for Wanda to decide she had to take half our strength back home. Darkseid replies, yes, this is certainly what they seek, and I can feel the matrices of power within the gems. But it seems dead. It does nothing. Why is that? Darkseid tells Darkseid, our investigations have been comprehensive, Lord Darkseid, given the time constraints. And the gems, they do seem designed to affect reality and more, but another reality. They do not function here. And Darkseid says, this is a waste of my time, and takes off the gauntlet, telling Flash and the other heroes, take it then. Take it and thank whatever deities you pray to on the coldest and bleakest winter nights that I have other matters to occupy me. Take it and be gone. And Flash uses his super speed to grab the gauntlet before they're teleported away. At this point, you may be thinking, surely there's more. It can't be that simple, but yes, it is. Darkseid wasn't able to use the Infinity Gauntlet because it doesn't work in the DC universe. It only works in the reality where it's from, the Marvel Universe. Which does make sense, but I would have rather seen Darkseid wreck shop with the Infinity Gauntlet. In truth, the whole JLA Avengers crossover event really isn't that great, like at all. But again, Darkseid did get the Infinity Gauntlet even though he didn't get to use it. So for those of you expecting some awesome story of Darkseid destroying universes and altering time with the Infinity Gauntlet when you clicked on this video, yeah. So was I, the first time I read this book. I never promised it was going to be a good ending. I said I would tell you about the time he had it. Again, I feel your pain, but this is what I felt when I first read it. But either way, it's definitely a super interesting moment in comic book history, which is why we decided to talk about it. And as much of a letdown as it is, it's one more piece of comic book knowledge that you now have in your brain. I really do wish it would have been something cooler, but hey, what are you gonna do? With all that said, that's gonna bring today's episode to a close, but we're gonna put another video we think you might like right here. And if you like the channel, be sure to subscribe and like. It helps out the channel. But I'll see you guys next time when I talk about all things comics.